Yeah, so welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. So it's been, we don't have a good weather for the last few weeks, a few days. And then yesterday, the typhoon arrived, Agaton, which some parts of the Philippines, especially in the Visayas area, has been affected, you know. So, but now we're just glad it's only small drops of rain and some wind. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna ask, just tackle about the topic that is being asked on me in behalf of in Filipinas perfect perspective, you know, in Filipinas perspective, what are the things that expat should not do when they came to the Philippines or retire in the Philippines, because some expat came here for visit, you know, just roaming around, or others are been for good, you know, retired here, finding married to a Filipina, finding their second chance when it comes to having happy family, to have start having another chapter of their life, you know. So what is my perspective, you know? So one of our subscribers asking, what is your perspective on what should expat should not do when they come to the Philippines? You know, it's a big question, it's a big explanations, it's a broad topic, you know, it's a broad topic that never been ended, you know. But on my case, I'm just gonna say, on my, you know, on my small think, you know, I'm just gonna say that when you come to the Philippines, if you're an expat and you come to the Philippines and you want to find a Filipina, you know, you should not buy the land right away, you know. You should not purchase a land, because that's another factor, you know. We have some friends, subscriber who came to the Philippines, and then when they think, oh, I like here, you know, I like the place, I like the ambience, you know, I like the scenario here, the scenery is here. But then when they're not been finding, they get a Filipina here, you know, they got a girlfriend, but when they bought a property, you know, but the relationship didn't work, you know. So in other words, there's already property in the name of the in the side of the Filipina, but then in a couple of months here, it didn't work, you know. So that's one thing that it should uh, reconsidered, you know, reconsidered when you came to the Philippines, that don't right away purchase, you know, get some properties, you know, but then leave it for a while, you know, have things that you should do. But it depends on how you, it depends on how you see things, you know, depending on how you trusted things, you know. So we still have also some friends that bought a property, you know, but then there are some others that they bought a property here, and then suddenly they find someone in other island, which is very far, you know. So that's another thing. But still, if you're able to buy a property here and then you could able to sell it, you know, but then it's a lot of papers to do. Second is, you know, when you came to the Philippines, you know, there are others that already been having a chatmate to a Filipina, you know, and others also is just trying their luck, coming here, roaming around, and then try their luck to find a Filipina, you know. So my advice on that is, you know, make sure that the Filipina that you are been with is not been married, you know. Make sure that it's not yet is not into commitment, not into commitment, you know, because it might be that you can have a problem later on, you know. So that's another thing, you know. But you know, it's nice, it's love is love, you know. There's a lot of form of love, you know. Love is love. Important is you're happy, important that you are wanted, you know, wanted a second chance of your life to be happy. So another thing is, you know, this is another question that is always asked about the visa, you know. So Terrence is the one that asking, and that good on that. But if you've been married, if you came to the Philippines, it's up, there's a lot of, you go to the source, you go to the embassy, to the immigration, you know. So others get into a tourist visa, which they renew every other month or every month. Another also, when they came to the Philippines and get married, automatically they go for permanent resident, you know. So they're just gonna go, they're just gonna visit the immigrations every end of the year, you know. So others is also doing a balikbayan balikbayan visa, you know. Balikbayan visa when they're married here, and then, you know, they have some problems on the papers, or they got some don't want to undergo all the process, so they just go to Hong Kong or Singapore for a day, and then come back here, and they got 1 year free visa. We call it balikbayan visa, you know. So that's another thing. And what else? That's another we always get questions about the visa, you know. So go to the immigrations, you can either visit to the Philippines and have a tourist visa, and then you renew it. You know, you renew it every month or every other month. So the other is, what should be? Manginom sa tayo kape. So far is how about the safety? You know, they always saying that don't go. Some others saying don't go to Mindanao. You know, it's not all Mindanao. Is you know, it's not. There are some parts of Mindanao that it's quite complicated to go on, but there are a lot of parts of Mindanao that are safe. You know, safe because the government is doing their best in order to give a safety to the people. You know, so don't some saying that, oh, is it safe in Mindanao? Yes, it's safe in Mindanao. You know, there are some parts that is not safe. There are also parts that are safe. You know, so there's also a lot of good Filipina out there. So what's another one? Is it safe to be in the Philippines? Yes. You know, yes, it's safe. And I'm gonna say that there's no safe place in the Philippines. There's no safe place in the world. You know, all you need to do is just go it. All you need to do is just enjoy it and don't worry. You know, don't worry what's gonna happen tomorrow. Live your life to the fullest. You know, so that's it. What's another thing? So that's my thing. So there's a lot of Broadway. There's a broad definitions of is it what should expat should not do in the Philippines. You know, the important is when you come to the Philippines, enjoy it. You know, enjoy, find happiness, find fulfillment on your life, and at the same time enjoy your life. You know, so there's a lot of pros and cons in life, but the important is you look the brighter side of it. Have a great day and God bless. Bye bye.